Hello guys, welcome to Solid tutorial. Today we shall see security in web application. So the question might have raised in your mind. Actually, this is the last topic, last main topic of this about the Solid as well as in JSP. So what is the security? The question might have raised in your mind. What is security, guys? You can say a security is a freedom. A security is a freedom or freedom from, or you can call resilience against a potential harm or other unwanted coercive change caused by others. So no one should able to change your data without any permissions. That is called as security. So technically, or you can call technically it is referred as, or some of the beneficiaries of the securities of a security system, that may be a person, that may be a group of social group or a group of persons, or maybe some institutions or organizations, or might be ecosystems or any other entity, or you can call a phenomena of vulnerables to unwanted change, means any unwanted change. So in that case, security mostly refers to the protection from hostile forces, or you can call freedom from anxiety. That's it. So guys, it's a security, it's a freedom from, you can call security mostly refers to the protection from hostile. It's a protection from hostile, guys. So what are the different types of securities, or what are the levels of securities in the form of web applications? So there are two types of securities are there. One is network level security and second is application level security. So let me add some note point about security. We can call security refers to security refers to protection from hostile forces, or you can call it's a freedom. So in other word, it's a freedom from anxiety. It's a freedom from anxiety, or also you can call a potential harm. It's a freedom from potential harm. And that may be caused by others. What are the benefits, or you can call unwanted change, or you can call a phenomenon. It's a phenomena. It's a phenomenon of vulnerable towards or to unwanted change. So guys, let us see about types of securities, or you can call levels of securities. So there are two types of securities. One is network level security and second is application level security. So who is responsible to handle the network level security? Network level security will be taken care by network administrator. Then second most point comes, that is application level security. Application level security. What is application level security? We'll see application level security. But who is responsible to take care of application level security? That will be taken care by programmer, or you can call developer. So developer or the programmer is responsible to handle application level security. So application level security is a combination of authentication plus authorization. So application level security, or you can call application security is a combination of authentication plus authorization. So again, the question might have raised in your mind, what is authentication and what is authorization? So the authentication means checking the identity of the user, checking the credentials of the users, maybe username and passwords you can call, maybe the name, valid ID, valid passwords, the secret passwords. That is called as authentication. So checking the identity of the user is called as authentication. One more question, what is authorization? In the form of application security. So providing a permissions for the specific resources to the user providing a permissions or checking the access permission of a user to access certain resources is called as authorization. Is called as authorizations. So just now I learned about authentication and authorizations. So the combination of authentication and authorization, you can say it's an application security. Application security, and that application security, application level security is to be taken care by programmer or developer. Let me go for authentication. Okay. In my case, I'm planning to take the banking example. So every bank employee must be authenticated to use banking application or banking software. Banking application or banking software. Every bank employee must be authenticated to use banking application or banking software. But authorizations. Now this is about authentication. Now what is authorizations? I want to provide restrictions to access only specific module to specific person or employee. That is called as authorizations. The meaning is that only certain employees are authorized to use some specific module. That is called as authorizations. In my case, I am using loan module. Only certain employees are authorized to use the loan module of the project is called as authorization. So bank project or bank application, or you can call application, or you can call software. Okay guys, so this is about some of the examples about authentication and authorizations. So application level security also responsible to cover data integrity as well as privacy of the data. So what is data integrity and what is data privacy? So data integrity is nothing but my data should not be tampered. My application data, my software data should not be tampered. Okay. So data integrity is nothing but not allowing data tampering or not allowing to change some amount, 10,000 rupees amount to 10 lakh rupees amount by adding the zeros. That means it should not allow the user to over the network. It should not allow to change over the network. So what is the meaning of privacy? Data privacy. Data privacy is nothing but data should not be visible to other, or you can call unauthorized person or unauthorized stuff or entity, like hackers when traveling over the networks. This is about data integrity and data privacy. So if you come to application level security, so there are two types of application level security you can achieve in my web applications. One way is programmatic security, and second is declarative security. So there are two ways that you can achieve application securities in the web application. That is programmatic security, and second is declarative security. So programmatic security you can achieve by adding some Java statement in web resource programs like servlets or JSP, or you can go for action servlets, or you can go for Struts or Spring or JSF. Okay guys, for authentications and authorization operations. So in the case of programmatic security, for performing authentication and authorization operations, we can add Java statements in web resource programs. So here web resource programs like Solid or JSPs or some actions. Okay guys, or you can call action controllers. One more way, second way to accomplish application level security, that is declarative security. So to achieve declarative security in web applications, to accomplish application level security while performing declarative security, we need to configure the server. Or by configuring the server supplied middleware services, by configuring server supplied middleware services in web.xml files and other server related files. So in this way I can able to achieve programmatic security and declarative security. So keep in mind guys, programmatic security is to specific to web application, whereas declarative security you can apply to n number of applications by configuring a server supplied middleware services in web.xml file and other server related files. So guys, let us see about some other types of declarative securities. Declarative securities. So declarative, to perform a declarative authentication operations, server supports 4 models of authentication. So what are the 4 models of authentications are available in a declarative security? In the declarative security to achieve application level security. First is basic model, second is digest model, third is form model, and fourth is client cert model, or you can call client certification model. Okay guys, so let us see now one by one. So basic model. So basic model uses base 64 encoding and decoding algorithms, whereas digest model uses MD5 encoding and decoding algorithms, but it is similar to the basic model, but encoding and decoding algorithms are different. Next, let us proceed for form model. In the case of form model declarative approach or declarative authentication operations, the form model is also similar to basic model, but it allows the programmer to configure user-defined form pages and error pages that are required in authentication process. Let me proceed for one more model, that is client cert model. In the client cert model, it uses digital signature, or you can call certificates, for protecting and sending the client data. Whenever you want to protect and send the client data, we can use here digital signatures or certificates. So guys, let me add one note point here. The basic and digest models are uses browser supply dialog boxes and error pages to complete the process of authentication. So the note point is, so basic and digest model uses browser supply dialog boxes and error pages to complete the process of authentication. Now let us see security realm. What is a security realm? Actually, security realm is a small repository. It's a small repository. Now let us see now security realm, and that how can you be able to configure, what are the roles and applications are available.